What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ty here. We're going to be driving all the way to St. Augustine to redo the front suspension on a 2010 Dodge Ram. Alright, so we got to get some air into the tire. We got to go get a spare because this one has a nail in it. I am not driving all the way to St. Augustine without a spare. I want to leaf blow it out, clean out the inside because it's all full of dirt. Check that I have all the tools I need. Alright, we're out here. We got the spare tire for the van. We are about to hit the road. We're going to make our first pit stop at our local 7-Eleven. Time to fill her up with about $80 worth of gas. Well, we made it to Jacksonville. St. Augustine is about an hour away. You're definitely in my YouTube video. What's up, cousin?
How you doing?
Appreciate you, bro. Letting me stay. All right, it is 9:30 in the morning. I'm feeling a little bit more lively than I did yesterday. That drive was rough, man. We're gonna go get some breakfast and then head on over to meet the Ram owner to do all of his suspension. All right, we're pulling into the neighborhood. What a beast. Let me get a light for that. See what all I'm gonna need. If I'm being honest, everything actually looks pretty decent. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everything actually looks really good. I wonder what the other side looks like. Man, well, that would be an interesting turn of events if, yeah, interesting. I know he's probably just gonna say replace it all, but it just, yeah, I mean, it would be such a waste.
What's up, bro?
Honestly, everything looks really good considering the mileage. Me personally,
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't change any of it.
Really?
No, it all looks
It's just
great.
It's got all that mileage on it, bro, and it's just old. I just feel
Look,
like it needs to be.
These boots, normally they tear and the grease leaks out. And if considering your mileage, they should definitely be messed up, but they look great. Even this one, the outer tie rod boot, the inner tie rod bellow. The only thing, maybe the sway bar end length, you could see it's got some movement here if I try to move it. Even the ball joint boot looks fantastic. And these ball joints, they're a pain in the butt to change. You would actually have to change the whole lower control arm. I actually just bought the ball joint separate. But all that to say, I mean, this stuff looks fantastic considering the mileage. And if you drive it as much as you say you drive it, it would just be a waste of money to change it. Not only that, I bought all aftermarket parts, and considering all this is OEM and still in good condition, it would be a double waste just to put all that aftermarket stuff on here. Yeah.
I just figured because the the mileage, I know when I get it up to like 90, it starts to not I don't want to say shake, but like feel like loose. You know what I'm saying? So
like the steering wheel kind of wiggles back and forth, shakes a little bit. That could be the tie rods. That could definitely be the tie rods. Could be the ball joints as well. But it should change everything. Oh man, that would be. I'd feel like I'm robbing you, man. That's the honest truth.
No, I know. I had, like I said, I have had the rear end done. I've had everything done. So I just figured like this is really the last of the Mohican here to do.
Yeah. And
I just figured it was time with the miles and everything. And then I figured, like I said, with the steering wheel kind of at like 90 miles an hour.
When braking or just when driving normal?
Driving fast.
Driving
really
fast.
Getting on it and going fast.
Yeah. Okay. So then that would be like tie rods, maybe the ball joints, possibly this.
And that's why I figured that. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what I come up with. Give me about 15, 20 minutes and see what all.
Fine. Yeah. That's fine. I definitely. Come on. Hey. Yep. No, you're good. Come on. You should be inside. Oop. Yeah. I want to make you wait here a while too. I was.
No, for sure. For sure.
So. And then, hey, if you need anything charged Milwaukee.
Yeah, I see you got all the Milwaukee stuff.
Yeah, that's all I have. So.
Heck yeah. All right, so what we're gonna end up doing is probably the wheel bearings because he requested the wheel bearings, upper control arms, which come with ball joints, lower ball joints. I'll press those out, replace those. What else? Inner and outer tie rods. That's probably what we'll do. Dude's got AC in the garage. He's got an ice maker and a refrigerator full of stuff. He said, grab whatever. Actually, battery for my ratchet and we're good to go. Ready to get down to business? Let's go. Grip edge. Really gonna put this new stubby to the test, see if it'll get this ball joint off. Oh boy. 24. Alright, let's see. New stubby. What a beast. That was not the correct tool for that, but she got her done. Alright, so we got the knuckle off. Now it's time to get the wheel bearing off. The customer wanted the wheel bearings replaced, so we're going to get that changed out. Sway bar end links as well, inner and outer tie rods, and this ball joint. I had to destroy it to get it up, the knuckle off. So we'll replace that, the tie rod, sway bar end linked, upper control arm, and this wheel bearing. Yeah. Get the new bearing, pop it in, get this ball joint. The ball joints. Dude, these wheel bearings even come with new sensors. That's nice. Not a lot of companies include the sensors with the wheel bearing, so shout out to TRQ. And we're not going to use the aftermarket sensor because we have the original sensor. It's about to go down. This is what I hate about these universal ball joint kits, because they only give you so many sizes. And obviously this isn't the right size because it's cupping the outside. You want it to sit flush as best as possible. So the other one's too small and this one's too big. Alright, so since the ball joint kit being universal didn't fit properly, I didn't want to damage the housing where the ball joint goes. So I'm just heating it up with some MAP gas, a little bit of PB Blaster. Well, after much cutting, it seemed like there was a lip. After much cutting and chiseling, I was able to press it out. So we'll get this cleaned up, new ball joint put in, and it'll be good to go. Man, these universal ball joint kits suck. So what I have to do is use a jack stand just to get it started, the top of the jack stand. And once it gets started, then I'll try to finish it off with the universal kit. But it's just been a mission with these ball joints. Everything else is smooth. Yeah, it's already going in. Ball joint's been a pain in the butt, I'm telling you. Yeah, but
was there a play? Was there any?
It was pretty loose, you know.
You guys want anything? Can I get you a bag of chips, a drink?
With the stubby, man. This is the craziest contraption I've ever done, but like I said, these universal kits suck. As long as the ball joint goes in there, the housing isn't torn up, and the snap ring goes on nice and smooth, it'll be fine. Switch over to that. It's so close. If you watch our reels, excuse me, you'll see that I used the upper control arm to install this ball joint. If you don't watch our reels, follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, or check out our YouTube shorts and you'll see how I use the upper control arm to install the lower ball joint. There we go. Yep, there it is. All right, that's that. Lift it up and out. And take the throw that on there. I like to put everything back exactly how it should be. That way when it's time to put the new one in, which is right now, we'll know exactly how it goes. There it is. Now, I should have a universal tie rod tool remover, but unfortunately it broke on me. So now is the tough question of how am I going to get this off? All right. Yeah, y'all say these Crocs aren't safe. I beg to differ. I once dropped a 5,000-pound beluga whale on my toe, and the Croc saved me.
A what?
A beluga whale.
What the heck is that? Megan, stop.
Oh, God. On the floor, this stuff sucks, guys. All right, there we go. Woo. 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 Yeah, might have to say that again. Woo. Get a little stubby action going on. That'll do it right there. Yep. Can't forget the cotter pin. Throw the tie rod in. Back in the knuckle so that we can break it loose. If you want to come around the other side. I thought I told you that. We don't stop. I thought I told you that. We don't stop. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is tough. Dude, it's being... Got it. There we go. She's really... There we go. Alright. Yep. Leaking a little bit of fluid. The rack is on its way out. Whew. Well, we just put a little bit of thread lock on the inner tie rod. We're gonna get it thrown in here. Tie rod tool. The way a tie rod tool works is it's got this collar that slips over the tie rod, and then this tool has notches. Oftentimes has a lock ring. I usually just take the lock rings off because they're a pain in the butt, and then you just put a 1/2 inch ratchet on the end of it. But you got to put the collar on first.
Good.
And then once it's done, once it's bottomed out, you just make sure it's nice and snug. Yeah. And that's the inner tie rod. Outer tie rod's nice and easy. From here, you want to put the boot on. If the original boots aren't messed up, I like to reuse the original stuff. The aftermarket stuff is generally pretty cheap. So we would just slide that on there like so. I just have to pop out the inside of here. All right, guys, it is 4:16. I was estimating to be done around 4 to 6 p.m. But that first side ball joint was a pain in the butt. We just got done eating some Subway, Eat Fresh. Also, he wanted some brake pads, so we picked up some brake pads. And so yeah, we're all fed.
Yep.
Time to go back to the job. And drop a comment below. How long do you think the rest of this will take me? I'm saying till at least 7 or 8, honestly, because that one side was a pain in the butt. But now we know the trick. I know the trick, the secret sauce. I just ate the secret sauce, so now I think we'll be all right. And if you guys didn't know, like I said, we were in St. Augustine. We drove 3.5 hours to get this job done.
We may or may not drive back tonight, or we might just go back to my cousin's.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. Honestly, I was thinking about going back to... Either way, we gonna get it sorted, because it's getting done now. I'm a one-day type of guy. Especially doing all this work. Get it done in one day. I mean, that's a whole week's pay. God is good. Well, I made it worth my while. I had to get some parts from Advanced as well. And luckily, their tie rods, their ball joint set is way better than AutoZone's. So no need to finagle the ball joints out like I did on the first side.
Nice.
And then they knew me.
Oh,
He
every
said,
time.
"You're Tyler, right?" He was so casual with it. "You're Tyler, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Aren't you from Orlando?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I missed it.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's
They were all
cool.
cool.
Nice.
She's like, "What platform are you on?" I'm like, "Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok." I'm like, "Is that all of them?" I'm like, "We got too many now." Goodness. Buckle up. Yep. It goes without saying you're gonna need an alignment, but I got it pretty spot on.
Okay.
I mean, as much as
I've got an appointment set tomorrow.
cool. Well, I just meant for test driving purposes. I always try to get it as close as possible, so at least we know how it drives, give or take. But yeah, it's looking pretty good.
I set it up for tomorrow, but
The pads were absolutely shot.
on that side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you were down basically,
I don't even drive the damn thing.
basically metal on metal.
Look, those brakes on 6.5, 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, it's definitely due time.
And now I'm actually thinking about putting.
Well, we're wrapping it up. Front suspension's been changed. Time to clean up and go home. We got what, another 3.5, no, about 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, give or take.
Give or take.
Traffic.
I told my wife, I said, "Oh, well, we're gonna be done by 7 o'clock and we're going home by 10:30 to watch a movie and relax, because it is Saturday and we're not supposed to be working Saturdays, but we made an exception." All right, guys, this is how you make $1,000 in a day. You just got to drive 3.5 hours to St. Augustine and redo the whole front suspension on a 2010 Dodge Ram.